In a village hidden among the great baobab trees, there was a boy named Ken. He came from nowhere. His origin was unknown, and the elders whispered that he had no family. His eyes burned with a strange fire, and his presence filled the air with an unsettling weight. The villagers took him in, not out of kindness, but out of curiosity. At first, Ken's arrival seemed to be a blessing. The fields overflowed with yams, millet, and maize. The cattle grew fat, and the river that was once dry during the long seasons now flowed with crystal clear water. The people rejoiced, thinking the gods had sent a special child to bless them. But soon, strange things began to happen. One evening, a woman named Nea vanished without a trace. The next morning, her body was found, twisted and cold, by the riverbank. Fear gripped the village. The crops began to die, and the animals fell ill. And the river that was once pure turned red with blood. It was said that Ken's power had turned dark, and his gift was a curse. The elders gathered, their voices heavy with dread. They declared that Ken was evil, a child of darkness, and they chased him from the village, shouting curses as he fled into the forest. The people thought they were rid of him, but the land did not recover. Crops failed, sickness spread, and the rains did not come. Years passed. The village suffered, and the memory of Ken's departure became a bitter tale told by the elders. But one fateful winter, when the village was buried under heavy snow, Ken returned. He walked slowly into the village with nothing but a glowing stone in his hand. His eyes were no longer burning with the same fire, and his face showed a quiet wisdom. "I have come to help," he said, his voice calm but strong. The villagers, though wary, were desperate. Ken placed the glowing stone in the center of the village, and as if the earth itself had listened, the storm began to subside. The snow melted, and the warmth returned to the land. The river ran clear again, and the crops began to grow. Slowly, the animals regained their strength, and the village knew peace once more. Ken spoke then, his voice carrying through the village like the sound of the wind in the trees. "I was foolish before. My gift is powerful, but it must be used with wisdom. I've learned, and now I can help you." Over time, the villagers began to see that Ken's gift was not evil, but a force of nature that needed balance. He healed the land, mended broken hearts, and guarded the people. No longer feared, Ken became the villagers' protector, a symbol of how even the darkest power, when tempered with understanding, could bring great things. And so Ken's name was spoken with respect and love for generations to come. A reminder that even the most misunderstood among us can become the light in the world. The end.